Ushers.
And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host Ray. With me as always we have Father
You're
and whoever else comes through. We come through. Y'all know how I do. I send the back signal and everybody just comes in when it comes in. So on with the show. Before I do start. I do want to talk a little wrestling with you, Father. How do you feel like the lead up to the road to WrestleMania has been so far?
eh. I'm being
I feel the
honest. It's
same
pretty
way.
eh.
I feel the same way. I will say so. Um, what do you think is the most? Do you think the John Cena Cody Rhodes thing is the most interesting storyline going into WrestleMania?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. So good because I said the same thing. But in your opinion, what has been the best storylines going into WrestleMania so far that you think after the first one?
Um, I honestly can't. I don't know. I honestly don't know. They're all in the same kind of place to me right now. Nothing really kind of like stands out. It's just all of the stuff that we've been seeing so far is shit that we've seen. I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting for the show in itself because the buildup is kind of like, all right, like we know you're gonna build this up. Also, I'm getting tired of triple threat matches.
Oh man. Um. Okay, I'm with you on this. So, but I did say the most this after the John Cena Cody Rhodes thing. I said Jay Cargill and Naomi. I said that is so far, and I don't know if they're going to have a WrestleMania match, but I'm like they have the second most interesting story in wrestling. Uh, um, following that, I guess the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman, and CM Punk, only
I'm
because CM
sorry,
Punk.
that shit is not really all that interesting to me.
I think I'm saying that you right, but I do think that CM Punk main event in WrestleMania. I was like, oh, that's that's special. They gave him something, but I can see why that's not interesting. Um, I don't know. It's something about Gunther Jay Uso. It's just like I'm just waiting for that match to happen. But
The match just needs to happen. I don't really care for the build up, to be honest with you,
yeah, the
because it's just
and
gonna be the same shit. I'm Gunther. I'm the ring general. Jay Uso isn't much of a real wrestler because he panders to the crowd. It's like, bruh, I've seen this before.
okay, yeah, and then like I said, everything else is just the fact that Bianca, Rhea, and Io is having a storyline that I'm not even sure that people are interested in. And they're actually doing Bianca. That's me, but I think it's because they
I don't think they're booing Bianca because she's a heel. I think they're booing Bianca because Io's the face.
okay. I don't disagree with you because I and maybe because like Bianca is getting that I don't want to see her win all the time.
Nah, I don't think it's that.
You don't think
I
it's that?
honestly don't. No, I don't think it's that at all. I don't think people have an issue with Bianca.
Um, what would you? So what would you say? What would you say then?
Nah, Io's the face. That's all.
EOS, okay.
Io's just being a really good face right now. Everybody loves Io Sky. Niggas still love Bianca. Like, she's not even really getting booed like that. Like, I don't even know where that's coming from. Like,
It,
in Europe, she only got booed. I just think Io's the face. That's all.
I will say, I don't know. I guess that what was it? They was in Belgium or Scott? No,
Yeah, but
Scott.
that's Europe. Like, them niggas is going to cheer for whoever they want to cheer for.
That is true. I
Bianca
can't.
Belair's been booed in Europe before. It's nothing new. What's her name? When Io Sky went to Backlash, and didn't she fight Bianca Belair?
Yeah,
Yeah, and she got booed there. I just the niggas just like Io. That's all.
Yo,
Dion done into the chat. What's going on, Dion?
ain't shit.
So, well, for one, we just started, so you didn't miss nothing. But I guess I can ask you the same question I asked Father. What, in your opinion, what is the most interesting story going? You think going into WrestleMania?
Definitely, for me, it's a coin toss between the two world title pictures. Jey Uso versus Gunther, and you know the long-awaited heel turn from John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. It's a coin toss between them two.
That's funny because I was just saying Gunther versus Jey Uso was nothing special.
I wouldn't say that. It's not as big as the John Cena and Cody Rhodes thing. Definitely not as monumental as that, but there's some significance there.
Them niggas are not even main eventing.
Yeah, CM Punk is main evented.
Them niggas is not even main eventing. Like, I don't see how it's a coin flip.
Uh,
And also, Gunther has done this very same thing before. You're not a real wrestler because you pander to the crowd. Jey Uso's like, this is my chance. And now, WrestleMania match.
True. This has kind of become his shtick at this point.
So,
I mean,
yeah,
it more or less
he's
always
probably
has
going to
been.
lose that match anyway. So,
Yeah. I'm thinking in the sense of this, right? How so much of what's going on right now kind of doubles back to Roman Reigns.
I agree with
So
that.
that's why I kind of have eyes on the Jey Uso thing. It's like this. I know he's going to beat Gunther. I'm more concerned about what happens after the fact. Make sense?
Mm. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not invested. I'm just not.
Let's
I'm
just
like
see.
solo. I'm like solo Sokoa right now. You come out here with your yeet and your yeet. That's me right now.
We'll see. Like I said, that's my main concern with is what they do with it after the fact. After the fact that Jey Uso winning that match.
Now you're gonna be world champion at WrestleMania. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna yeet and you're gonna yeet it all over the place. Yo, Solo Sokoa did not have to cook him like that, bro.
It's just
I
funny.
laughed when he did that shit. He's like, "You
Oh,
come
it's
out here
low-key
with your
funny.
yeet."
I like Solo be low key funny. That's just me. I just like it.
He's unintentionally funny.
Oh,
I
those are
got
the
tickets.
Those are the best type of funny people, just like unintentionally funny. Did y'all see the video I see with Boozy where he was talking about day 26 and then he was like,
Oh my god.
they must have liked it.
Oh man.
Boozy, I was like,
No,
God
they can
damn
say
it, Boozy.
whatever they want to say about Boosie. That is one of the funniest niggas alive.
Yes, well, he's one of the most unintentionally funny niggas.
Let me tell you something. Planet Fitness, rent free. That shit still replays in my head to this day.
Oh shit.
A 12-year-old with his dick off. You don't know if he gonna grow up and fall in love with her. But his dick is gone. Like, come on, Dwayne Wade. You going too fucking far, dog.
Oh man, don't cut the boy dick off.
Don't cut the boy dick off.
Oh my god!
But his dick be gone. That's what got me.
Yeah, Boozy be serious too. I think
He was dead ass serious, and I'm over here fucking cackling.
You can't help
The most overly animated ass nigga.
Oh man. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
You come out here with your yeet.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
but he's gonna win. He's definitely winning that match.
Okay. All right. Now, before we get into our next topic, for one, the people know I just came back from Roslyn, Virginia, and doing the street meet. So I had to go visit our old school, right?
It's gone.
It is gone,
or where it used to be,
or where it used to be, and I had to take a video of that.
It's a damn shame. Damn shame. I haven't been back here in years. And I do mean years. And it's weird coming back to this.
so they done tore the shit down.
And no. For those that don't, just be glad you wasn't here. I guess. I don't know. I had good times.
Wow.
They were times. But wow, hey, look at it.
Yeah, not only that, but they kind of like redone the mall. I wish I took a video of that. Like there's still a Panera Bread, but they redone that little mall right into that Rosner Mall. Like it shit is weird. It's like you would look at it, you would think it's just like what the fuck am I walking into? Like this shit is different.
Yeah, it's a restaurant now.
It's a restaurant. Not only a restaurant, it's like a restaurant of different restaurants. And
the food is overpriced.
I felt like I was trespassing, but no one stopped.
Yeah, nah, the food over there is fucking overpriced as fuck. I got 3 tacos for damn near $20.
You got your fucking mind.
And I mean the tacos were good, but fucking hell.
I ate McDonald's. Out of all the places I could have went to, I went to McDonald's. The Chipotle is still over there though.
I was just about to ask that.
Nah, a lot of the stuff is still over there.
A lot of the stuff is still over there.
Me coming to that school was my introduction to Chipotle. I had never had Chipotle before.
That church that was right by it is still there. That's why you see that walkway. It's just like the gas station with the gas station under it. That church is still there. But it's just like it's a whole landfill now. It's like wow. I looked at it, I said, damn. I thought they was honestly, you know what's funny now? And then like down the street from there, they're building a Hilton hotel. So now, I mean, Roslyn's always kind of been like a workplace city kind of spot, so it's not that much stuff. But oh, the Nando's is still there. By the way, the Nando's chicken. But I don't know. I just wanted to share that. It was just like as soon as I went there, I was like, I gasped to see what it is. The fact that I still remember the address, that says something in itself. But
The place was right outside Roslyn Station. You couldn't miss it.
no, I actually like when I used to order food, I actually knew the like the school address, so they were
Ah,
like I knew it by heart, and everybody was like, "Damn, you know this shit by heart?" It was like, yeah. So, but yeah. All of that. I just wanted to share that moment with y'all. The the pictures I got, I think they're okay, but as soon as I work on them, y'all gonna see them. But on to this next topic, and this one I just wanted to talk about this because I thought this was funny as hell, and I don't understand like how people just get through the day sometimes, and like I'm
oh
gonna
my
take father's
God.
word. Like some of these people are like real smooth brain. So I just want y'all to see this smooth brainness in
Oh
motion.
my God.
Man, put that shit down. Fuck wrong with you? Put that shit down. The fuck wrong with you?
If you don't know, this man walked out to his car with his gun in his hand in front of police. And the cop told him, "Let's just put his shit down." For those that can't see what's going on.
What the fuck is wrong with you? That is the dumbest shit you could have ever did. Why would you do that? No, I was gonna put it right here. But why would you do that? I wasn't gonna shoot. You almost made me have to do something to you. Why would you do that? Shoot. I was gonna put it right here. But why would you do that? That makes no sense. All right. I was gonna just put it right here. But that makes no sense. Right. You got police standing here trying to resolve the issue, and then you're gonna pull a pistol?
You understand that's a felony in itself in the presence of a police officer.
Why would you do that?
You know what's sad about this? I don't think he understood the severity of the situation.
He did. You can tell by the way he.
I legitimately don't think he cares.
Oh my God.
What'd you say, Father?
I don't think he cares. He was like, all right.
Too calm, right?
We're trying to de-escalate the situation. And I'm like, that nigga does not care. Why are you yelling?
He's
like you handcuffed him already. Just take him to where he needs to be. Over here yelling at the nigga.
He's like me. When you see something stupid, it's just like you wonder why. You're like he looks like he's a victim. Why would you do such a thing? Like I'm pretty sure y'all been there where like, especially you and me, Father. Like we be listening to some of the people with the school. They say some of the dumbest shit that they've done, and we just look at them. Why would you do that?
Nah, bro. When fucking Marco was trying to plug in the fucking GameCube controller in the laptop,
I ain't never laughed so.
And we just
hard.
looked at him.
I ain't never laughed so fucking hard. And then our friend was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Like what the fuck are you doing? I just wanted to play you. So you're gonna plug it into the laptop? What?
And he was literally tried to plug a GameCube controller into a laptop, and it was just like, what?
Don't nothing on no damn laptop fit no.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
We just looked at us. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you? When have you ever seen somebody plug in a GameCube controller in a laptop?
Christ, oh fuck.
Like what?
Wisdom is chasing you, but you are faster.
Oh man, there was a lot of smooth brain moments. Like
You were born with two brain cells. One of them was named Cain, and one of them was named Abel. Stupid.
Oh, I felt sorry for that police officer though, because he was just like, because father's right, that man did not get. All right, like it shows
Well,
you. Look, I'm for the Second Amendment, but I always say not a lot of people need guns. Like we need to do. He said, "I'm just gonna put it in my pocket. I wasn't gonna shoot. You're not supposed to have it on you."
like the one cop said, "Do you think we know that?" Like, how
I mean, most
oh
people
my
don't
god.
even like police anyway. So
Yeah, you making them side with the police.
I
Oh,
you're
mean,
making me
yeah, but
side
in
with the
this
cops.
particular, yeah, like you can't help it.
oh.
How dare
No
you make
matter
me side
how
with the
much,
cops?
no matter how much you may dislike a certain person, organization, or whatever, please don't be out here promoting stupidity purely out of spite.
Oh, shit. Oh man. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Fuck is wrong with you?
I ask that question every day. Uh, so remember last week we was talking about that buff nigga that was dipping his head in the water and some shit like that.
Yes.
Yo, I think okay, so the one thing I was noticing throughout that whole thing was the water that he was putting in. And that shit went because everybody was wondering what type of water he was drinking. I think that shit just sold a lot,
It
even
did
though
sell a
this
lot.
nigga wasn't doing
Hive
shit.
mind.
Huh?
Yeah, it increased in sales because of those stupid ass videos.
It was Saratoga water, if anybody was wondering. And then I was like, because I was like, it was like, what is the point of this whole fucking dumbass routine shit? And then I realized like that water bottle is like in like majority of those things. So I was just like, is he trying to sell water? And then next thing you know, like that water is started selling. So I had to look up the price of the Saratoga water. Do y'all know how much that those things go for?
It's more than $7.
Oh my
Uh,
god. Not nobody paying the arm or the leg just for some fucking water.
Let Ray tell it. Let Ray say it.
oh, for what it says here is like $2. I'm looking at out. Hold on, let me put the screen back up again. So, because it just looked like regular ass water to me, but hold on.
Shit.
It's like $2-3 that you can get at CVS, and then you like for a pack, it's like $9.99. Still natural spring water. This one for Amazon. If you get it off of Amazon, you can get it for $20 for a 3-pack.
The fuck.
For a 3-pack. And
We ain't
yeah.
doing that, but we ain't doing nothing but giving these motherfuckers free advertisement.
You know what's sad? The nigga got a night routine too. So I'm not gonna put y'all through it. I was wondering like why the fuck was he putting his banana on his skin? Because that just looks stupid as fuck. But
Ray,
hold on.
I know you a victim of the why, but stop being a victim.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. I really cannot. Yeah.
Well, at least with certain shit. Like niggas being niggas.
Oh, shit. Well, I just yeah. We're not gonna spend long on this. I just wanted to just throw that out there. Just like yeah, like
I
some
mean,
people just have, like Father said, some people just have mine because now like everybody's buying that damn water. So I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be seeing that water a lot.
bruh, it's just
And
like the motherfucking cups all over again.
What, the Stanley Cup thing?
Yes.
let's not bring that back up. That was just. Oh man. Okay. So on to our next topic. How would you feel if you get arrested for watching anime?
I mean, whatever. I was probably watching some trash then. Nah, imagine it's your favorite anime show you got arrested.
Yeah, it's your favorite anime. Like not even like Boku no Pico, but
You ain't
One
shit.
Piece. One Piece or
Ray, you ain't shit for that. You're
I
not
ain't
about
shit
to
for
slide that out there like you ain't say what you just said.
that. But
You literally just tried to slide that shit in.
shout outs to
Like
Father.
we don't know what Boku no fucking Pico is.
I was gonna let him finish his sentence, but
Nah, I can't let that shit slide. That's diabolical.
I was gonna let him finish his sentence, but I was gonna double back to that. Like, hold on, nigga.
Yeah,
How
you
the
making
fuck
me
you know
grab
what
your
that
dick
is?
right now. I'm Apocalypse.
How,
I'm fucking
the
grabbing
fuck
you.
you know
You're like,
what
hold
that
the
is?
fuck up, nigga.
Even if you never watched it, you know what Boku no Pico is. Right.
And for those who don't know, don't find out.
Yeah, don't find out.
Please no.
Do not find out.
For the sake of your sanity, just delete the name from your mind.
Anyway, go ahead, Ray.
Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit of this video, and I would like to get your thoughts on what may come in the future.
May read manga or play video games, you or someone you know could be breaking the law in Texas soon. A ginormous bill just passed the Texas Senate, and if it becomes law, some of the biggest anime and games out there could get you thrown in jail. Chat, are we cooked? Let's talk about it. It on you. So what exactly is happening? The Texas Senate just unanimously passed a bill known as the Senate Bill 20, which aims to combat the rise of AI-generated explicit content involving minors. But the way this law is written, it doesn't just target AI. It also includes anime, manga, and video games, even if the characters aren't real people. This is not an exaggeration, and if you're watching this video, there's a good chance this means you, future felon. This law could ban and criminalize games like Persona, Kill la Kill, Bleach, My Dress Up Darling, Dragon Ball, and hundreds of more pieces of media that you have probably consumed. And allow me to explain why. Senate Bill 20, also known as SB 20, is an amendment of Chapter 43 of the Texas Penal Code. Essentially what it does is it makes it a felony to, quote, knowingly possess, access, or promote, quote unquote, obscene visual material that, quote unquote, appears to depict a minor under 18 engaging in explicit activities. That means if a character simply looks like they're under 18 and the content is deemed obscene by Texas law, it could be illegal to own, share, or even watch said content. So yeah, so what eventually happens if you...
There you go. So I come to the panel. How do y'all feel about that?
That should not pass.
Good intentions, not so great execution.
Right.
Because if anime and video games are part of that, and a lot of those anime and video games aren't developed in the United States. So Yeah, they just need to refine it a little bit more. Even if they want to, I'm pretty sure they're probably just gonna let it rock because it is Texas. But it just needs some refinement. That's all.
I think
I don't know. It just kind of sound it like the way he was explaining it kind of sounded like kind of clickbaity.
it's an actual thing, and it's happening. It's only happening in Texas. As far as I'm concerned, it's only happening in Texas, not really in
For
America, but
now.
it's only happening in Texas. So if you live in Texas, I feel like that's going to affect you the most. But I feel like this is one of those things where older people don't know like what the fuck they're doing, or it's just like it's so vague that you don't even they don't understand other cultures and how like they do other and how they do art and all that other stuff, and it's kind of like you come up with laws in here. It's just to me, it's one of those things where it's equivalent to like people always try to allude violence to video games or some shit like that, or video games make people violent, even though there are countless and countless of studies that is not true. And I feel like it's just a bunch of old people just trying to find blame or things. So I understand like everybody's trying to uh how can I say this? You think of the children, but at the same time I feel like you really, really don't know what the fuck you're doing. I think a lot of these people just doing things that in their opinion that it probably scared them, but they don't really understand what they're looking at. And instead of just asking the younger people what they're looking at, they're just assuming things and just putting things into their own hands. I feel like this could be a slippery slope because,
That's exactly what it is.
yeah, because like, I don't want to get arrested for watching Dragon Ball Z, and like, especially like, if anyone watched like old Dragon Ball, like. Like they know like some of the shit that some of the stuff that's in old Dragon Ball is just like you can't show that shit in America because like if you saw Toonami, there's a lot of times Goku was naked and they had to uh draw underwears on him or they had to like put underwears on to make it look like he was had underwears or some shit like I remember seeing that on Toonami and to where like he's actually naked or some stuff. And then there's some stuff they had to cut out. And then like even like what four kids butchered a lot of anime, especially like Pokemon,
One
Donuts,
Piece.
and One Piece. Oh, One Piece got it the worst.
The fucking cigarette for a lollipop. That shit.
All you did was actually all you did was sexualize the character. Congratulations, you made it worse.
Oh man, Yu-Gi-Oh! Shoot, Yu-Gi-Oh! They had to do a lot of censorship for Yu-Gi-Oh! But I think One Piece got it worse. I'm not sure about Shaman Kings, but I like Shaman Kings. Oh,
I had a pastor try to tell me that show was demonic. Good times.
good times. But again, but they don't know about Japanese culture. So what? So what good is it to? And I think that's the problem. Is just like a lot of people don't understand other people's culture. Like America, well, not now, but America, we were supposed to be a melting pot, but now we're seeing whites only stickers on things. Everything's getting segregated again, but like we were supposed to be this melting pot that shows a bunch of diversity, but obviously that's not happening no more. So yeah, I can see. Me personally, I can see this as a slippery slope. And if this passes, then who knows where it could pass in other states? And that's basically all I have to say about that. So, um, y'all have any last words before we move on to our next topic?
He's climbing your windows. He's snatching your people up. Trying to rape him.
Oh,
So you need to
God.
hide your anime,
Yeah,
hide your manga.
You can tell, homeboy. Run and tell that, homeboy. Okay, I didn't write this on the notes, but this is obviously a do you care? But do you care that Marvin Sapp, a preacher, like locked his congregation up until he got $40,000 from his congregation? Do y'all care
We
about
was
that?
talking about that earlier. Did he actually get the money? Did it work?
What?
Hold on. Let me I'm not sure. I think he did.
How you hold somebody hostage and make them pay their own ransom? What the fuck?
He
Lock
locked
the
the
door.
door.
I'm
Hold on,
sorry,
okay.
Dion. That was a pretty silly question. Come on now.
Hold on. I'll find the video for you. I think that. Yep, I found it. Give me a minute, Dion. I got you. We're gonna play a little bit of it. It's like 4 minutes, but we're only gonna play. We're gonna play a little bit of it. All right, you ready, Dion?
I guess. Oh my God.
Close the doors for me for a quick moment. I want everybody to remain standing quickly. How many of y'all really received something from the word of the Lord tonight? Listen, when you study scripture, you will notice that whenever God did something in the lives of the patriarchs of old, the patriarchs would pause, they would set up an altar, and they would offer a sacrifice. I asked each and every one of you how many of y'all received something from the word of the Lord. Everyone in this place said these words, I did. Because of your acknowledgement of what God did in word, there is an obligation that is attached to that acknowledgement. In biblical days, they offered livestock, grain. That was a type of currency. Note, if you will, I did not say money. I said currency. And this is what God is saying. At least 1,000 of you in the building. And this is simple. I'm not going to challenge you the way Bishop did. But I know that there's 1,000 individuals under the sound of my voice that can do what I'm about to challenge you all to do. This is simple. 1,000 people giving what I'm about to challenge will be $20,000. 1,000 people giving what I'm about to challenge you all to do will be $20,000. Now, for those of us who are on the dais, I'm taking you higher, so put it back.
I don't.
You get the drift.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but ain't money and currency the same motherfucking thing?
No.
No. Okay, because back, like you said, back then, like currency, like let's say you're a goat farmer. Your currency is goats. So if you're going to go trade for somebody, you're usually trading your goat, your livestock. So like back then when they used to like let their daughters marry their like another people's sons, they used to also like, okay, you give me your daughter, but I also need like 2 goats from you. So you give away your daughter and your 2 goats. That's currency.
Wow.
So yeah, it's currency was it. Now, see, I'm just gonna say this, and I don't know if y'all care or not, but I always want to say this, and because when it comes to currency, obviously he asked for money, and that's the currency he was looking for. Currency was money, and to me, I always said, my God created heaven and earth and everything in between. If he created all this, why does he need money? Now, that's just me. I because every time people tell me about tithes and offerings, it's just like I personally, and this is just me. I think I always thought tithes and offerings was a scam. Like, and then it said it's coming from God. I was like, well, God made everything. Why does He need something from us? Now, I would understand if it was going into the communities, but if you ever see some of these churches, they never go into the community. It goes into the pastor's hands. It goes into the pastor's wallet, and they're using the ones getting the money while everybody else working and struggling 9 to 5. So I never really bought into tithes and offerings. I've always said I've always been that way, and like to this day, I haven't been proven wrong. I haven't been proven wrong because like my old church I used to go to, my pastor drove a Jaguar. Like he drove a Jaguar, and I see you see some of these mega churches like Joel Osteen, like I know people be giving them like 10%, and like it never goes into the community, it goes into his churches, goes to his mega churches, and all that other stuff. So to me, I've always dealt with that. It's just like I wouldn't mind doing it if it was actually going into the community and making the community better, but it never does. So to me, I always look at it as a scam. But that's just me. What do y'all? What about y'all? What do y'all feel? How y'all think?
I already said everything I wanted to say. This is stupid.
I don't really have anything to say.
All right.
It's kind of pretty cut and dry. The only thing that I guess the only thing that's left to say is if anyone's willing to lock you in a church and say, "Give me money," I don't know if that's a church you should be going to. But that's just me.
Bingo.
Sound like niggas got stuck up, but that's just me.
Bingo. Cause it ain't the first time you don't hear none stuff like this. Like I remember like Creflo Dollar, that was a pastor. He was just like he was trying to get offered, and it was like he was trying to get a new jet, a new private jet. He was asking for offers so he could get a private jet, and then when he didn't get it, he was like the devil didn't want to give it to. It was like, yo, don't do that. Like, so again, that's me, and like I could be wrong, but I always felt that way. Always felt. But okay, let's move on to our final topic, in which this kind of been talking about in the manosphere spaces, in the red pill spaces, and I kind of want to get y'all thoughts on this. So I'm pretty sure y'all seen this video of this father. He's taking his son to prom, and obviously you can tell son's a little bit flamboyant. So
And by taking him to the prom.
Don't mess up that makeup, Jasmine. Oh my God. Let him fall. I know. Poor baby.
y'all get the drift. So with that being said, like in some of the red pill spaces and all that stuff, they was kind of going in. I ain't gonna hold you. They was like, yo, like this is the, you hear the typical like it was the gay shit ever. The father is a failure because his son is gay. The son is an abomination and all that other stuff. So it like people was good. I watched the one space where people just going in on basically what this was. So I come to the panel. It's like, what are your thoughts on this? What do y'all think about this and how people are like talking about it?
You want to know what's so funny? I saw
Yeah,
this video and then I immediately scrolled because it has nothing to do with me. It
same here.
literally has nothing to do with me. Like, bruh, I don't see why people was really talking about this. Like, if it's not your son, I don't see why your input is valid. You know what I'm saying? What do you want the father to do? Beat his ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly what did you want the father to do in that situation? And not only that, but like the moms is there and like relatives is there and shit like that. Like, they obviously are supportive. So what is the issue here? There's no issue. It's just niggas that are bitter that they ain't got fathers, so they gotta beat up on niggas that got their father. It's just bitter ass fatherless niggas being bitter. That's all it's giving. Because like, what? Why would you be upset about this? Like, logically, why would you be upset about this? What about this is so upsetting to you? The kid is gay, bruh, nigga. It's 2025. Gay niggas. Okay. They're gay. Like, what's the issue?
Dion, you got anything to say?
I There are some thoughts that did go through my head, but I'm just going to meh say fucking and move on because, like Father said, shit ain't got nothing to do with us. Literally the only thing I'm going to say out of the different things that I was thinking is I see a father, and this is me speaking as a father of two kids myself. I have both a son and a daughter. I see a dad doing his part as a fucking dad. That's it. That's all. Everything else after that is irrelevant. And that's all the fuck I got to say about that.
I done said this a long time ago, and it's still be to me. It's still relevant to this day. A lot of y'all are more infatuated than gay shit that y'all put on. I don't understand it, and I see some of these people in it, the YouTube channels, the Manosphere channels, and all that other stuff. It's like there's a reason why I don't talk about Zaya Wade because, or it's like I mentioned it like once or twice, but I don't never really get into deep because it's just like that is a kid and Dwayne Wade's being the father, and I don't see the point of chastising Dwayne Wade for being a father to a son that knew who he was as a youngin, and then now you're seeing that what Zion Wade is about. When motherfucking Dwayne Wade got another fucking kid that got to the NBA that no one ever really fucking talks about it, but y'all want to focus on Zion. Where's your thoughts of? And then like it's the same thing with this. Like I saw this too with father. I was like, I saw this. I actually thought it was kind of sweet. It was like, okay, it's good. I like seeing a father being in a kid's life, no matter what they do. But seeing a father in a kid's life is just like it's going to bring a smile to my face. So like I saw that, I said, oh, and I scrolled on, and then like I'm listening to people just like, oh, this is an abomination, and I said, yo, y'all really just, oh, that father, like some people was like, damn, my father's a fit. I wouldn't do that shit. Like I could be doing. I said, that's you. Obviously, he loves his son enough to do that, and then like, I don't know. A lot of these people, it's just like to me, and I'm still going down this hill. Some of y'all are more infatuated with gay shit that y'all put on. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if y'all go no Diddy or no Homo and all that other stuff, I laugh at that because I think it's funny. But when y'all get too deep, and then like anytime when someone mentions something that's remotely gay, a lot of y'all go, hey, yo, quit that gay shit, bro. Quit with that gay shit. I ain't like that, bro. I ain't like that. Like, y'all get all super defensive and shit. over something that might be a fucking joke, and then it's just like, God damn, it's like how I get it. Like for most of us, our manhood is all we got, but God damn, I don't think everybody's trying to take manhood all the. Like,
Oh, right.
a lot of people always.
I I firmly believe that the ones who say the most hateful shit about homosexuals is in the closet.
I
I
do too.
firmly believe that.
I do too. Or they just got some type of urge that they never like got released. But you know,
Purely based on what you just said. Why do you care so fucking much?
yo, like it was one thing. It's like every time when they talk about Dwayne Wade now, and I guess because Dwayne Wade he has a man purse, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's so feminine." It's like he's so feminine. That's why I was like, this nigga is 6'3", and he about at least a good 230, baby, 220. I was like, this motherfucker will knock you out. And then what? And then like,
Can I also tack on this?
yeah, go ahead.
Stop saying shit over the internet and then these podcasts and shit that you're not gonna say to niggas' faces.
Facts. Facts.
Because all that slander and all that bullshit they talking about, all that feminine shit they talking about towards Wade and other pro athletes that could kill them with half their strength or less. These niggas are not gonna say that shit in front of them. They know what the fuck's gonna happen. Stop that shit.
Also, like a lot of y'all think y'all macho. Like, and I say this all the time. I'm from DC, or we're from the metro area of DC, Maryland, Virginia. Our the gay men around here can fight.
Oh no, they'll beat your ass.
They will beat your ass.
They will beat your motherfucking
ass. I'm from Brooklyn. They're just as bad. Hell, X ain't here to chime in on this one. This would have been a fun one for him.
I would have loved to hear Xavier's opinions, but I guess some other time when he comes to. But like I say this all the time, though. I said because because I know media portrays a lot of gay dudes as very like real feminine and all that other stuff. But I used to tell people all the time, like, yo, not in DC, them niggas will fuck you up. They fight. They will whip your ass. And just like them niggas will fight you. And like Dion said, there's some people in Brooklyn that will fight. Like me and Father would say old gays will whip your ass because them motherfuckers used to keep a switchblade under their fucking tongue.
See, you talking about the 90s gays that Dave Chappelle was talking about.
Yeah, them 90s gays will fuck you up. I was like, I say it all the time. Me and Father say it all the time. 90s gays will fuck you up.
Them niggas will beat your motherfucker ass, bro.
Right,
and it ain't even about them. And I'm like, yeah, it is about being gay, but another thing too is like, they have to be prepared for the smoke.
Because they know the animosity that's coming to them.
Especially if they black. They can fight.
Because at that point you catch it from everybody.
Yeah. And I don't know, because there's also people they was like, because people ask this question too, is like, could you be gay and considered masculine? And a lot of dudes say no. And I was like, why not? It was like because they like other men, and usually because they like other men. I said, okay, so what if they act just like you and I, but they just attracted to men, so they're not masculine? And like a lot of them really don't have answers because I feel like a lot of them look at gay people as just like the real super feminine dudes. I was like, first off, there's dudes that just act like you and I, but they just attracted to men. Like you would never know they were gay until like you realize that he date men. But even then, like there's some dudes that are gay that's like more masculine than some of these niggas out here. You know who I think is really like feminine? But like he shows off like he's real masculine. That nigga Aaron the plumber.
Oh,
like that nigga is super emotional. Like, and I don't know why people don't see this because this nigga is always quick to squabble or he quick to try to fight somebody or some shit like that. And I'm like, why
That
is that?
nigga is Scrappy Doo from Scooby Doo.
He is literally Scrappy Doo. It's like,
Damn.
look, and this is coming from someone that defended him on Pop the Balloon, but the more you got to know the man, the more it's like, this nigga is an emotional motherfucker. And it's just like, and to me, it's just like, I get it. Like, you know, there are times, and I say it all the time, there are times where you do got to beat a nigga ass just to show him not to fuck with you. But I also don't think that should be your first go-to is you want to fucking squabble with a nigga. Like, y'all can't talk it out. Y'all can't, like, we grown men. Y'all can't talk it out. Y'all gotta have words.
No diplomacy. They don't have skills of diplomacy.
They don't. Like, and this honestly, and I would, and because I know Dion would say this, I would say this to his face. It's like, I think you're a very emotional dude. It's just like, because it's the first thing you want to do is like want to settle it with your hands. It's just like you obviously haven't developed any skills and all that other stuff. That I get it. I do.
And you know what? At that point, you challenge him because if he responds violently, he proves your point.
Yeah, but some dudes don't care. But I'm like, I feel like because obviously, like, if anybody that boxes or learn martial arts, like, you know that, you know, the thing's supposed to teach you discipline. Like, they tell you, like, don't go looking for fights. It's just supposed to teach you discipline. And I feel like a lot of these dudes just need discipline. When you see Aaron the Plumber, it's just like he really don't have no discipline. He just be doing whatever the fuck he wants. And I feel like if he feels like he can whip your ass, then he can do whatever he wants. Now, I watched that boy get dropped. Like, he challenged this dude. He challenged this one dude. One dude like dropped the fuck out of him. It was bad.
He was mad about that, by the way.
And he was mad about that because he was like, I need my
Lost the fight you picked.
He could not take the L to save his life. He couldn't.
You lost the fight you picked.
You know, as John Witherspoon once said, you win some, you lose some, you live to live and fight another day. But
come on, Craig.
I said, but not to get all talk. That's like, yo, let that father do what a father's supposed to do. All right, and that's love his child. Like, that shouldn't you shouldn't be judging that man. What is it? Some kid, like father said, some kids just turn out gay. Just do the best you can. Sometimes you just do the best you can. Some kids turn out gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that's all I have to say about that. Anybody got any words to get into our final thoughts?
How many of you niggas trying to talk about him as a father is even involved in your own kids' lives, you bastards?
You bastards. All right. With that being said, you're gonna get into some final thoughts, and we're gonna start with you, Dion.
Final thoughts. All right, so we're all familiar with Doctor Who, right?
No.
To a degree.
Know who he is,
or heard of it.
I've never seen.
So why has there never been like a Dr. Where, a Dr. What, a Dr. When, a Dr. Why?
Ray, you know can you skip this nigga?
Go ahead. Don't mind me. Go ahead.
Shut up, Dion.
Literally, shut up, Dion. And I'm saying that with love. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm saying that with love as well. Shut up. Father is on you.
Can you go into the group chat and play the video that I linked from Twitter?
Let me see. Is it the one with the 50-50?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I got it up.
Oh yeah. I watched that.
I didn't watch it, so this is gonna be my first time viewing this.
Okay, I was sure you were going to discuss this, and I chuckled a little bit.
Question, because I know 50-50, because I know, what do you all believe in going 50-50?
It depends on the situation.
The situation?
So I'm looking for a man who's already
could
got
hear
his
it on my
situation
end, so.
together. So instead of asking me 50-50,
Right.
he would already.
What do you all believe in going 50-50?
It depends on the situation.
The situation?
So I'm looking for a man who's already got his situation together. So instead of asking me 50-50,
Right.
he would already have a role for me set out.
Right. Can I be more specific? Because I know it's a general question. Because I know 50-50, you assume that it's a man with a bum mentality coming in and saying, you got to get half and I got to get half.
I just think financial.
So let me be more specific, like a man in my category, right? I'm a teacher, I'm a special education teacher. I make $70K, right? As a woman in your occupation and what you do, if I told you I make $70K, would you want to go in joint in collaboration with me on taking care of the responsibilities of the household? Or, no, let me
Live streaming is on.
His career.
Hold on, one moment.
Household. Or, no, let me finish my question. Or would you be comfortable with living under my income?
Honestly, for me, even when I went to school, it was always about finances. So I took time. I really studied. I followed doctors.
Right.
I followed different types of people.
Right.
I made sure that whatever I invested in and took out debt for, it
Right.
would be worth it in the end.
Of course.
So I'm looking for a partner that used the same type of diligence to pick his career.
Right.
So I feel like I'm already accustomed to a certain quality of life.
Can I be real specific?
Yeah.
So if I say I make $70K, I'm a teacher, you would say to me that that's not enough for you to afford the lifestyle that you want.
I mean, if we took it back in the day, my dad would be like, can you afford her the lifestyle that we've already afforded for her?
She didn't answer the question.
Yeah, she deflected that like a motherfucker.
When the moment she said, "Oh, I was thinking financial," I turned off the video when you originally sent it to the chat, and I watched it then.
She deflected
I
like
didn't even look that far in. And I'm glad I didn't, because she said a lot of nothing.
She was playing Mario Tennis with that motherfucking deflection.
Man.
She said a lot of nothing. I'm glad I stopped when I did.
All right. So I just thought it was a very interesting video, and it only proves my point that the job market and the dating market are forever intertwined. Because here you have a man makes $70K, is a teacher of special ed, and honestly has a good head on his shoulders, right? And the only thing that you could tell this man is, I'm accustomed to a certain type of lifestyle. Nigga, fuck that. And I'm going to say fuck that because lifestyles can change. You feeling what I'm saying? Just because you live a certain type of lifestyle doesn't mean you're going to be living that lifestyle forever. Things can change. Circumstances can change. You brought up your education to an educator, which I thought was very interesting. This man is in education and you're talking to him about the degrees and the shit that you got. So it just goes to show you that maybe you're going into a relationship with only you in mind and not the other person. And those type of people should not be in relationships. I don't even know why a lot of these women be in those pop the balloon shows, because it's obvious you're not looking for a fucking man. You're looking for a sponsor. You're looking for an extra wallet.
And what you just said, can I interrupt real quick? What you just said jumps to my the point that I was about to make. When women say they all start going into their educational background and their work experience or whatever when talking to a man, we don't give a shit. And I'm going to explain the exact reason why we don't. Matter of fact, I'm not going to say it because Father just explained the exact reason why we don't give a shit. because we are still going to be expected to take care of you, even though you are literally explaining to us that you are more than capable of taking care of your motherfucking stuff. You've been getting by just fine before you got to me. And now here you are with all your degrees and all your money, still looking for a motherfucking sponsor. Make that shit make sense.
And also, and they'll tell you, even if like you lose your job, I'm not taking care of no grown ass man. So it goes now. Dudes are like, so why would I take care of a grown ass woman? Oh, that's a man's job. I said,
Oh,
mm-mm. Dudes ain't having it no more. All right, dudes are not having it no more.
And that's why these pop the balloon shows are so goofy to me, because all you're really doing is exposing the rot that has happened in a society just like this. You feeling what I'm saying? Like, it's more, I feel like right now it's more than just money. I feel like we are legitimately living in a very scary time where people don't value each other. So of course marriage is going to be cooked. So of course relationships is going to be cooked. If the only real thing that you're looking at is how your lifestyle is going to be affected. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like the woman that was saying what she's saying, she's entitled to have whatever standards that she wants to have, but you just sound delusional. I'm sorry. Like, my thing is, at the end of the day, if you understand who you are, then you will also understand that for a lot of people, it's not simply just about how much money you make, but it's about the impact that you have on their lives. Because money can always be made. And I don't understand why people don't understand this. I don't understand why people just think because somebody is, making the effort to build themselves up, or they're not where they want to be at, that they're unworthy of love. You feeling what I'm saying? Like, it's a goofy ass motherfucking mentality. And if your parents had that mentality, you probably wouldn't even be born. You know what I'm saying? We need to dead this notion that only financially stable people can date. We need to dead it. And the reason why we need to dead that is because, again, money can always be made. Like, usually a man that gets with a woman who has less money than him elevates that woman financially. You feeling what I'm saying? Maybe it's not the case all of the time, but generally that's what happens. So I just feel like it's so silly that we base somebody's worthiness on how much money they're making or how good of a career they got. None of that shit is motherfucking guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm seeing all these pop the balloon shows. Maybe I should make my own show about why all of y'all are so goddamn stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my, and you're going to enter the show. I'm going to assume you're stupid, and you have to convince me that you're not stupid. And depending on how not stupid you are, I will find a partner for you instead of popping a motherfucking balloon. Because at this point, y'all can't even be trusted to tie your damn shoes. And y'all out here trying to choose partners. Bro, y'all are cooks. Like, nah, that answer she gave, like, I was just like, wow. That is a recipe for disaster. Please nobody wife that woman. Because she needs to understand certain things before she ever gets in a relationship with that kind of mentality. And I'm not even trying to shit on the woman, because again, she is entitled to believe what she wants to believe, and she is entitled to date who she wants to date. In no way am I trying to dictate to her who she should date and what standards she should have. But I reserve the right to say, ma'am, that shit you said was stupid. Feel how you want to feel. Of course, I would never take that away from you. But you sit here say, my dad would ask you if you can afford the type of lifestyle that we got. And I'm like, bro, then you wouldn't be dating the nigga in the first place. So that's a stupid question. Like, Oh God, yeah. Ray, what do you think?
I'm with you. What's the first thing I said? Damn, she deflected the fuck out of that ass. God, looking like Wonder Woman with the fucking ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh my
And it's a
God.
nigga being genuine, right? It's not a nigga that's trying to run game on her. He asked her a very good question. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all really trying to make it seem like 50-50 is like this struggle, love, poverty type of shit. And it's like, no, bro, for a lot of us, especially in the black community, it's fucking hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about niggas not trying or anything like that. The niggas that are trying are the niggas that are behind. And, you know, they're not behind because they're incompetent or they're dumb. They're behind because they live in a society that doesn't value them. Same way it doesn't value you. And your only motherfucking answer to that nigga is, well, get a third job. I promise you will be a single woman fucking with me, telling me some shit like that. You will be single.
And you know, also to answer your question, like this is why when people talk about the 50-50, and I'm glad you brought that up. It's not struggle love. I don't know why people think like men going 50-50 is a struggle love. I understand like that, you know, and you know, we say this all the time.
No, one motherfucker paying for everything is struggle love.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Shit.
Yeah, because if he goes down or if he's hurt, who else is going to pay the bills? But even then, it's just like I say this all the time, and I'm only talking to people that make average salary. I'm not talking to people that not even making 100K. But I always say this: you make 50K, I make 50K. So we go in on together, we have 100K. So how is that struggle? We're combining our assets into one, and then just to make sure we can try to live comfortably. Like, don't you think that every other race has done that? Like, most people think like like white people don't do it. I say yes, they fucking do. It was like, I tell people all the time, yeah, white people, they fucking, the mother works, the father works. Sometimes the father works a little bit more and she gets a part-time job, but they put their assets in. Asian people, they do it the most because, most of them, they got family restaurants, so the whole family fucking works. And I tell people this all the fucking time. It's just like, the Latino people do it fucking all the fucking time. It's like the mother, they just be like maids at hotels, and the father, they just try to work with their hands and some shit like that. It's like every other race does it, but
And
when it comes
just
to
to
us,
and just to add on to your point, bro, them Hispanic women will wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, make lunch for the nigga because he knows he has to go to work, and like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will get up and fucking feed they nigga just because he's going to work and he's doing whatever he can to contribute to the household.
exactly. And like I said, I've never seen where one person just go like, one person look at it as struggle love, even though both of y'all make double than most. Like, if both of y'all just combine the shit, you're basically in a situation where you're better than most people that's doing it by themselves anyway. And it's just like, I just don't care. And like most people say, if a man does make over 100K, like, he's not going to need your money anyway. I think Dion done said that. If he makes a good amount of money where he can support you and him off his salary, he doesn't need your fucking money.
I was saying, even with her having whatever funds she got, us as men, we're still expected to foot the bill.
Yeah, exactly. And that too. So why the fuck do you want to put that much stress on him? Because I was thinking of that other too. It's like, that nigga, he can't afford to get sick. Like, if he gets sick, he missed days. If he missed days, he's not gonna get paid like that. And if he's missing days like that, then unless y'all have money saved up, it's gonna be tough for you to, like, because he has to get that back. and you don't know how severe the sickness is, and then it's just like, what are you going to do? At least with like sometimes with the 50-50, both of y'all working, so at least some like you may come in with 80, you may come in with 20, but the next week he may come in with the 80, and you may come in with the 20, or some shit like that. But y'all have a working environment to where y'all know what y'all capable of. And I'm not saying this to so people would date bums. I've said this plenty of times. Like, I don't want women dating bums because obviously they'll use you. I don't want you to be used. I just want you to be, cool with what you understand the situation that you in, so y'all can grow with each other. So that's it. That's all it is. You still going, Father? It's still your final thought.
I mean, yeah. I guess those are my final thoughts. I just thought what she said was goofy. It was a really goofy answer to a serious ass question. Like, obviously that man has intentions to ask the shit that he was asking, and then you just gonna say some shit like, well, my daddy, like, bro, stop. Like, she really just made herself look like a goofball with that answer, and I don't want that for her because she's a beautiful woman, and I want the best for her. I truly do. But ma'am, that was some stupid shit you just said. I'm sorry. Oh man, I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes that saw that, and a lot of dudes that saw that very same video was just like, God forbid. Like, oh my God. Like, I could just see how that might trigger somebody. Like, a nigga that's watching that's gonna be like, oh my God, that should probably make me not want to date. If I gotta deal with women that are just like this, I'd rather be single. And you're seeing that right now. You're seeing a whole bunch of niggas, bro. It's me and the PS5.
Yep.
Me, the PS5, and Saratoga water, nigga. Yeah, but that's my final thoughts.
All right. It's funny that you mentioned that because I'm going to be right behind you with this one right here. And I showed this to the chat, and then I will just show this to y'all, and then I'm going to give y'all my thoughts on this.
Oh, this one. I saw this one there first. All right.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
How can I convince my husband to let me keep the side dude?
Are you happily married?
Bitch, sorry.
Clearly not, right? She
So here's the thing.
Trill,
do you feel like you can be happily married and have a side piece?
Say no. I would say no. I think for the most part, if you got the side piece, he filling a role that your husband is not. So you got to look in that mirror and ask yourself, is the role that this person filling enough for me to leave this 15 plus year marriage? And judging by the enthusiasm in your tone, it sounds to me like the marriage is over.
If we say for better or for worse, that means for better or for side piece, doesn't it?
No, and I'm not gonna do this with y'all today. You in trouble. You need to change that convince word to manipulate.
Ooh, tell the truth.
We're not gonna play those games right now.
Tell the truth.
You took a vow. You took vows. You stood before God or whatever it is you believe in and said that you were going to love this man in sickness and through health, for rich and for poor. You said that you committed whenever you took that vow. You committed to be there even in the hard times, even in the times where you were not fully emotionally fulfilled. You still took on that position to say that I'm going to have those conversations. I'm going to communicate. I'm not going to breach the trust in this marriage. You lack marital integrity. And if you lack marital integrity, you lack integrity as a person as well. So my next point to make is the audacity must be on sale right now for you to be able to say, how can I convince my husband, a man at that, convince my husband to let me still have a side relationship as if I did not betray this man, as if I did not hurt this man, as if I did not dishonor this man, as if I did not disrespect this man, and you want to ask for something, you want to ask for what it seems like more of a favor because it's only gonna work in your favor. It's nothing that is gonna work for him. I don't like when we play these games like this. You entered into what you two believe was a monogamous agreement. and you made it a polyamorous thing. You did. Let me tell you something else that you did. Let's talk about the lack of responsibility. I'm gonna tell you one more thing because I'm sure some other panelists have something to say. This is the problem that I have. Whenever you open up your marriage to something that somebody else did not consent to, if your side piece has depression or anxiety, anything like that, there's a spiritual exchange that takes place when you go sleep with somebody else that you now have invited into your home. So part of the reason why your marriage is not happy is because you were lusting over the fence to begin with. You invited that into your marriage. You corrupted your home. The best thing for you to do, because he does have the right to leave you. The best thing that you could do, the responsible thing you can do, is either end that relationship on the side or leave that man alone and let somebody else find him.
Clap it up, hold on. So I've been married for more than 15 years. I have been in a side relationship that my husband recently found out about.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to play that part because I know you did. We kind of like got into the middle of that, but you was gonna say something, Dion, before I start spewing.
It just the same response I had when I first saw the video, like away from here. Like, first of all, bitch. the nerve. It's nothing to say that homegirl ain't already light her ass up about though. So like, it's nothing I can say that I wouldn't be repeating from the video.
This always proved my point that women are naturally selfish. I understand, like men, we have our selfish ways too, but sometimes we're more or less we do things for the family. If we're going to be selfish, we're still, at least we're doing this in the absent, or we'll do it for the family. If we're going to do anything, we sacrifice anything. We make sure the family is good. I will say that about men. The thing is with men and women, even if in our most selfish ways, we still make sure the family is good. There are some women that just out for themselves, and it's just like they're just when they're selfish, it's for themselves. Anything, even when it comes to their kids, it's about them, not really the kids, but it's more or less about them. And I have this, I be telling people, like I used to tell this to Phil all the time. Phil used to, but most people it's just most other men selfish too. That's not the point I'm trying to get at, but a lot of people is just, especially the women, I just show y'all naturally selfish because it's never about. It wasn't even about his feelings. It's like your question is, how can I convince him to keep my side, dude? Like you think he's going to be okay with that? It's like what type of audacity? Like, do you feel like your man is just gonna be cool with you just getting another side piece? Like that's why that woman read him to
that woman's husband's gonna have the same response that I had. Excuse you, bitch.
Like
that's exactly what the fuck he or any man should say to her in a situation like that. I don't give a fuck. Excuse you, bitch.
It's like, like you don't respect your husband. Like, well, you already cheating on him, so you obviously don't respect your husband. But you don't. But the fact that you think that he's just going to say, "Okay, baby, you can have that side piece," it's like, what the fuck do you think it's going to like? Like, you must think your man is a bitch. I'm sorry. Like, instead of saying no, baby, I won't do it again, or I'll try to work on it, you're just like, can I keep him? Because that's basically what you're saying. Like, it's like, and then you're treating the other dude like a pet. So
I was just thinking that shit.
Like, imagine him is just like, so I'm just, it's just a
you presenting him like, can I keep him like he a damn puppy?
Like a fucking puppy or some shit like
that. Ain't no damn puppy.
Knowing like this man is not going to pay not one bill in the house. The husband is probably paying all the bills in the house, or majority of the bills in the house. And like this dude, he is offering nothing but dick to your woman. Like, imagine like paying all the bills in your house, and another nigga is fucking your wife
in your house,
in your house,
in your bed.
Like, you want this man to kill you. I'm sorry. Look, there's like I know I'm gonna get in trouble, but some of y'all women do be asking for it sometimes. Like the audacity that a lot of y'all bring, some of y'all do be asking for it. I never, and I don't advocate violence. I want people to understand I do not advocate violence. I don't want to see no one hit anyone, especially I don't want to see men hit women. But some of y'all women just be pushing men to like wanting to go across your head. Or, as the Southern people say, put your head between the washer and the dryer. Like, I'm imagining like her bringing this up to him, and like he's thinking like 100 ways he could do to bury the body without people. It's like you gonna put that man on first floor.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just smack her. That's probably what he gonna do. He gonna just smack her.
Now, like, okay, quick story, because I lost my
And he ain't
virginity.
even gonna think it's just gonna happen. It's just his hand. He ain't even gonna realize he smacked her until his hand is sore and she done and the side of her shit done turn red.
This is what happened. It's going to be like GoldenEye. Da-da-da-da. That's what's gonna happen. Like the nigga's gonna go black. He's gonna black out, and then he's not gonna remember. And all he's gonna see is his wife, laying upside down somewhere because he planted her like a fucking seaweed or some shit like that. And then like she got her head stuck in the ground like a fucking ostrich or some shit like that. He's like, baby, what the hell? All this stuff. It's just like, or like, stick being in nigga moments. It's just gonna drop kick you in your chest. Anybody what happened with who accosted this man or some shit like that. But like quick story, because I lost my virginity to a married woman. So and like he was cheating on her too, but obviously like the conversation I was having with her, like they was never meant to be. They wasn't even supposed to be together in the first place. Like the story she told me, like they met, she got pregnant, and while they were single, so he tried to do the right thing, but proposal to her. She ended up losing that baby, and then he was like, "Well, do you still want to get married?" But they was never really compatible to begin with, so like they should have never been together and all that other stuff. But the weird part was like, even though like I knew my role as a side nigga, I wasn't even trying to like push nothing. But she came up to me one time. Well, she didn't came up to me, but she called me one time. She was like, "Am I technically your girlfriend?" And I had to look at her and say, "No, you are married. You have a." It's like, let's not make this more than it needs to be. But it's just, but
Sure, you doing some shit you wasn't supposed to be doing in the first place.
Exactly. But it's just like, but it was
you and her.
I know, but me being 21, dumb as hell, and all doughy-eyed into the thing. It was just like, but we eventually stopped. But even then, it was just like I had to. It's like when we stopped, I had to shut it down because she then wanted me back. She was like, I'm like having mood swings because like, and her husband don't know why, but it's because she was missing me at one point, and I was just like, I want you to go to bed and think this over. And she was like, I'm willing to see you right now. I was just like, I know, but I need you to go to bed and just think this over because I'm pretty
sure. And then you blocked that number and never spoke to her the fuck again, I would hope.
I ended up getting a girlfriend, and the next time she hit me, I went, she's like, what are you doing right now? I said, well, I'm chilling with my girl right now. So, and then that was the last time I talked to her then. Now, I've like a couple years ago, I did talk to her again. Like she was a Facebook friend and all that other stuff. She got remarried, but the dude she with right now, like way better than the husband she had before and all that other stuff. So, and
let me guess, she still want to fuck on you.
No, she don't. She don't. And I don't want to fuck on her either. But it goes to show you, like, I think she learned the lesson for the first time or some shit like that, but because the guy was like, he's real super sweet to her and all that and shit. So it's just like, I think she knows if she fuck on this dude that it's her fault. So that's good for her to realize. But the moral of the story is like, you women can be very naturally selfish, and y'all just y'all really need to especially when you're in a relationship. Please think about the other individual other than yourself, because I feel like that's why some of these relationships don't be lasting, because a lot of y'all think about yourself instead of thinking of relationships. I understand there's times where you do need to look after yourself, but you're in a relationship. Exactly what she said. You took vows under before God. Y'all worked that out as a couple. You came in as a couple. You worked that out as a couple. So I'm gonna just end it there. I would like to thank the panel for jumping on the podcast as usual. I would like to thank all y'all for listening to hear us talk about shit again. This is You Know What? Let Me Just Say podcast, and we're signing out. Peace.
Keep it in your pants, nigga.
Deuces.